I think it's working now. Let's see. I'll be receiving. Yes, we are receiving. Testing the other stream chats. Yep, we are go for stream. So, I think it should be up so everyone can watch. And I think I should start streaming now. Testing the. So hello everybody, welcome to today's live stream. Stream 34 actually, no, 43. Sorry, my bad. A little twist up with the numbers, with Starship numbers and stream numbers. But today we'll be playing Starship Factory. This is the name of today's game. So basically, I'll make it easy for you all to understand. Hope you guys like enjoy enjoy while I'm having fun explaining it all to you guys. So it should be fun actually. So I'm just gonna quickly share the stream links to throughout the internet real quick. So before we start playing along, I'd like to introduce you to my channel called because I am the Blue Aerospace, and what I like to do here is I like to make space content that is reliable and easy to watch for all of you guys. So I'm a small YouTube channel, small YouTuber throughout planet Earth. um, Today I'm trying to make your guys today very good. Oh, hello, how are you? Yes, I'm actually really good actually. Um, Also things will be a bit delayed, just so you know. So, um, hello, yes. How am I? I'm actually very good actually. I'm feeling quite happy. How are you guys all? Hope you guys are doing very good. So before we have basically just a block of nothing here. Well, besides grass. Yep. So as you can see, guys, the little bot that joined the chat. We are basically live here. We are live now on Twitch. So if you guys want to watch me on Twitch, you are more than welcome. It's just twitch.tv/blueaerospace236. Um, and then yeah, that's what we have today. So we will be starting out small. So this is our big block of land. So we want to use like a very small amount. So obviously we will get to the fun stuff like the Mega Bay. But for now, we're gonna want to start with something that is small and quite minuscule. I'm just testing my English right there. Did very good there. There won't be any Kerbal Space Program today, because that is for another session, because I feel like if I do like one game per stream, it'll be like more fun, you know? Like if I play Kerbal Space Program and Planet Crafter, two sorts of different games, um, people would be like interested in Kerbal Space Program because that's what you started out first, and then Planet Crafter, the next game, would be like a bit, you know, not too not too like interesting. How many frames? Oh, sorry guys. Um, Things are getting a bit. Yeah, my FPS is a bit you know, it's to fix my FPS. But I think we Yeah, so my stream is a bit not too good. So what I'll do is I'll continue streaming from here because that's where everyone is mostly here for. And what I'll do is since we're having like 10 FPS here, it will just be like you know, um, like laggy. But however, that is not a failure. That is a little headline. So we're gonna get started. So I apologize if I do apologize if I did delay the stream by one day and stop. So we're gonna start by building, or actually, sorry, delivering raw steel because that's the main component of the game of what's used. Um, so yeah, everyone, if you feel free to give us a like and subscribe if you are happy to do so. Oh, we got some steel. Craving steel. So what we basically just gonna get you a little reference here. So everything on this like white grid is our building area. So we can't build like off here or into the ocean. There, that would be cool. Your Starlink dish has just arrived. Oh, nice. You can watch some of my videos off the off normal Wi-Fi. Well, actually, no, Starlink Wi-Fi. That's awesome. So here we're getting our cranes, our I mean employees. These guys will help us basically build what we need. So we have two different things. So we've got the delivery platform and the logistics. So these are like what hires our employers that can build stuff for us. And then we will put down, let's put down like a fabricator, which is like what we use to build stuff. So fabricators can build small things like a steel ring and a forward and common and aft section domes, along with thrust pucks, which is what's used for mounting engines. And then we got the booster thrust puck, which is for the super heavy boosters, along with the nose cone, which is on the top, obviously. It is a little hat. And we got and we got the transport stands. So that's what is used to carry the starships around on, and super heavy boosters. Then a hot stage ring. Well, technically you do need it, but you don't at the same time. The hot staging ring is basically what's necessary for separation of Starship and Super Heavy booster. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Is basically building this. So here we want to start out with. I reckon we start out with the forward dome, and we build another one of these fabricators to build. Oops, sorry, steel the steel ring. Sorry, my words got a little mippity uppity. And we want to build a common dome. So that the common dome is what's in the middle of the Starship tank, the fuel tank, and then the aft dome is what's on the like lower bit, like what's on the bottom. So forward is top, common is middle, and aft is bottom. So we have our one employer, um, basically just employer, basically helping us see what goes well. He's doing a very good job and gets paid very well. If he does like good enough, you'll get a good pay rise. And with that, right, he, yeah, I can give him a little friend. So we're gonna call him Barry. Barry the crane worker. Social isolation over the holidays has got me. And then so we have Barry and Baron um giving our workers some good names because there's like different names. Now we want to put down some more fabricators and I'm gonna put down the basically like the other essentials like the thrust park, the booster thrust park, and then the nose cone. So basically, Barry and Baron are doing a good job over there, getting their work all the way done. Look at that, they made a nose cone. Brilliant. Have a bit of a humor with things. And I'll just try to talk a bit lower because my voice is booming. So we want to get like another one, make another steel ring, and then I'll put down another three of those delivery platforms. So we want to focus on building the ships first, ships and boosters first. So we want to get the top flaps and then the bottom flaps. Those are for controlling it on re-entry. Unfortunately, re-entry isn't in the game yet, but who cares? We're still gonna do it. And then for boosters, we need grid fins. These are to control the booster on its descent on the way back down to Earth. Would you look at that? And with those like rings, those will come in very handy. Now I mean very, very, very handy. So basically, with those rings we made, those need to get stacked on top. Basically, building well ring stacks. Um, with that, we basically are starting the building the start of Starship. Well, actually, the prototypes of Starship, should I say? Um, yeah, that's what we're doing. And um, I'm just trying to take this a bit slow today because usually I'll be rushing in my streams. And basically, we need like two types of like ring stacks, like stacks of rings. So you have two stacks. Those are like the most used. And then we need the four stacks. These are for the sections. So basically, just combining these two. So Baron and Barry are doing a good job right there, building our our stacks of our prototype starships. Um, we need another one. So Barry, Baron, and what's another good name, guys? I think we should call him Jeff. So Barry, Baron, and Jeff are doing a good job right there. They need a pay rise. Now we wanna. I think we feel like we should some other stuff here. Got the two. Then we need our transport stand and hot stage ring. Beautiful. So Barry, Baron, and Jeff are doing a good job right there. They're on their break now. Or one of them is. Yeah, Barry. Barry's on his break. I mean, I don't blame him. He's worked so hard. Yeah, so that's good. Now let's actually start like giving them like actual like places to actually build instead of working in the blinding, scorching sun. Also, I will upgrade this area, so because we want to add roads just to make the workspace a lot more cozy and more like home. So to build some roads, build some nice roads connecting these off, and some roads around here. And in case I want to like disassemble that was a future tense. Some parts we need to build a scrapyard, and I mean a big scrapyard for them to pull parts apart. And then, would you look at that? Seems nice and workable, don't you guys think? Um, with that, everything is looking good. We also should be. Also on my Twitch it says I'm streaming Kerbal Space Program, but I'm streaming Starship Factory. So it's a really fun game, guys. You should try it out. It's by Bamble Rat Games. They made the video game. Highly recommend you subscribe to my channel and their channel. Just search it up on the search bar. If not, I'll tell you later. And we're just gonna fix some roads around here. Just make traffic easier for us all. Don't want a traffic jam in the work process. Oop, I'm so good at building traffic. So, oop. We also need a launch pad. Well, we gotta work on a launch site. So we wanna start building like prototypes. So we're gonna start with a low bay and a high bay, cause that's pretty cool. That's what we need. And then we just build some concrete just to make things look a lot more prettier. And we need some display stands. These will come in clutch, a lot like good in the process, because we want to find a way to store our parts. So we want to see what we can build. So we can build a test tank, and we want to because we want to test a lot of stuff out. So we gotta build like we also need 3 stacks. So there's one, two, and there's one ring, 2 stacks, 3 stacks, 4 stacks, and 5 stacks. 2 and 3 and 4 are the most essential needed. So that's what I'm gonna build right now. So you're gonna put ourselves to 3 stacks, and then we need another 2 stack just to make things easier. So Barry, Baron, and Jeff doing their good job. Getting well paid, I can definitely see. Also, did you check the thumbnail of today's live stream, like the picture? Yeah, it turns out that was actually a picture of Starship doing its deorbit burn. Also, here we got our test tank. 2 test tanks actually. So I'll stop production of the booster test tanks because I want to focus on the ships. Oh, ship. Whatever, that was a terrible rocket joke. So anyway, let's design the pad, the launch pad. So we need to start off with a suborbital pad. So suborbital means it doesn't mean it's going to orbit or to space. So it's like a land pad, let's just say. With that, we will also need to build some tanks to store fuel. So I reckon we have the pads like will be the suborbital pads will be there, and then the later orbital pads will be like all the way over there. So we need our methalox tanks. So this is like liquid oxygen and liquid methane. Liquid methane being liquid fart juice, as I like to call it in some context. So we're gonna start off small by building some of those and some oxidizer tanks. And we can check how much we need and have. So we're getting more liquid oxygen than liquid methane because we need more oxidizer than in space than on the ground. This is going to come in very handy. Also, we'll be testing out a lot, so we're going to need some lots and lots of nitrogen tanks. So that'll come in handy for us. And we need an SPMT worker because those are also useful for carrying large heavy objects. SPMTs are what's it called? Some singular something modular transport. So we're gonna carry the booster one to the tank to the thing, and we'll just move the things around. So Jeff doing a good job right there, building the and sending the the thing away. Sorry, the test tank. Also, we'll be landing these things later on throughout during the today's stream. Maybe having a little fun as well. So this is the tank farm over here. Also with that guys, while you are watching, you are more than welcome to like um have a chat, talk in the chat below. Yeah. So I need a crow farm thing happening. Um, so yeah, we have some good news from some of our subscribers. So I speak of subscribers actually, we have actually gotten past well 700 subscribers. So this is a 700 subscriber milestone live stream today. So it'll be amazing. Um, Great. So guys, I hope you guys are having a lovely, lovely day, mornings, nighttime, and afternoon. I say this because time zones are a bit wacky, and I don't want to like feel bad. So anyway, let's just cryo test this. We're gonna do the checkouts, maintain pressure. Checkouts again. Checkouts again. Checkouts again. Really want to get this checked out like 4 times. So we're on level 2. Then we're gonna cryo test. So testing load nitrogen, maintain pressure, and then the detanking. Detanking means get rid of all the fuel. Um, yeah, test tank testing. Yeah. Also I did realize that the stream is a lot laggy because it's like 10 frames a second. That's on me unfortunately because I didn't set it to like 100 FPS. So you're gonna have to live with 10 FPS, unfortunately. Let's do a full prop test. See how this goes. And we will be testing and static firing boosters and ships on this launch mount. That did not go well. Also low bite rate as well to the stream. We also, as you could just see on our screen, we just lost the test tank. Unfortunately, that was not good. Mark 1 did not go so far. So we're going to move to Mark 2. So we're going to stop the test. Also got to fuel up the vehicle as well. We did just experience a rapid unscheduled disassembly on the thing. Whoopsies. Oopsie daisy. We exploded the Mark 1 by accident. Sorry, I'm sorry, but Bob, no, what's his name? Barry and Baron and Jeff, they worked so hard, but then it exploded. Don't worry, I don't blame them. They did have a break. Full cryo test. Let's see how this goes. Oh no, this is gonna explode. Oh, never mind. That was a successful cryo test, guys. Would you look at that? Oh no worry. You can leave the stream whenever you want, guys, if you don't find it interesting. But that's actually a false because you guys love it. Now, should we explode this test tank to see how much pressure we can pull up? With that, I'm gonna do it. This is a on purpose explosion. So I'm just gonna mount the camera on the just by the road. Hopefully, no road runner comes in and goes like at Mach 10. So we're gonna explode Mark 2. Because I'm gonna move on to Mark 3 and Mark 4. So as you can see, we have an explosion. This is on purpose. So we achieved 3.5 bars. So that's good. If you also if there's low bite rate, unfortunately, so you may interfere, like have some interference over here and there, which is not that good, fortunately. Um, yeah. Let me just mess around my FOV. So basically, these are the settings. So aft on no thrust, vehicle anomalies, engine anomalies, orbital preview, set analysis. Nice. We're not gonna have skip prop load because I want this to be realistic as possible. So we're gonna be working on a Mark 3 now. And then Mark 4 would be also like um exploded. I mean test tanks, sorry. Now bring him back to the yard. Also, while I'm at it, might wanna actually spend a bit of money on building some more roads and fixing things around over here because it's kind of a not so good looking work area. Um, great. We also might want to have some storage yards. So I want to like start storing some stuff, like rings, for instance. So I need two stacks, one 3 stack, and one 4 stack. This is where Barry and Baron and Jeff can start putting some on. We're gonna hire another worker as well, called Jazz. Yes, I did take that from a Transformers reference. Jazz being one of the Autobots. Not sure if I have any Transformers fans here, but hey, hey buddy, do something. Oh, he did something. That's good. All right, Mark 3. You also need some more methane as well. So after this, I'm gonna skip to like bigger tanks. So testing the checkouts. Checkout. 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 Cryo test. Please don't explode. I say please. And then a full prop load. Please do not explode. I actually pause it so I can quickly check the chats. Nothing interesting from my subscribers and viewers. Ooh, come on, you got this. Yes. You did well. Oops, I cracked my neck for a second. Oh, come on. Main tank. Nice. Let's use swap to display. Because you are no longer you have served your purpose. So this is quite exciting. And then Mark 4 is gonna go to testing after that. Because I actually want to start building some stuff. I actually want to kind of start building starships now. Yes, we are getting 2 frames a second, unfortunately, on the stream. But hey, at least we get to see the starship explode. Let's go for a normal test. Oh! It looks like we lost Mark 4. We just lost Mark 4. That's not good. Alrighty, I think we need to stand up our game in terms of production. Well, yeah, thank you for your service, Mark 4 and Mark 2 and 3. You will be dismissed. Rest in peace. Now, let's get into the actual fun stuff here. Let's actually land and fly something. So we need roads, definitely. We're gonna do a hop test. And in this gap here, we're gonna fill it up with all the like larger tanks. And more nitrogen tanks. So we're really upgrading our infrastructure around here, guys. Should be fun. Speaking of infrastructure, wait, how much does it take to make a hoppy star hopper? Hoppy tank. Now we're gonna have two hoppy tests. So one will be on display and the other one will be like doing a static fire, etc. Also, we will need to get the Raptor engines because we've just been exploding in testing here at the base. So any more delivery platforms? And I mean a lot because we don't get much Raptor engines and we need like a lot. So we need to start like ranking up our production. So here we are. Let's get some Raptors. Raptor. Engine. SpaceX's Raptor engine is reliable as hell. Ooh, it's gonna explode. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Let's check. If you hit 10 likes today, I will ship you a custom trophy that's 3D printed. Oh my god, that'd be cool. How did you ship it? With Star Hoppy? I mean, 20 likes on this video is actually would be a pretty good milestone. And as for the storage over here, so I want to put all the Raptors. So I'm gonna install some engines and then swap you to the test. So we now have two Star Hoppers. One of them's on display, while the other one is gonna be doing testing. Oh, you're back. Australian Post. Very reliable. Can't wait for the orbital update. Oh my gosh, yes, that'll be cool. Yes, I may sound sarcastic when I say that. It's just like my voice is just booming, and if I say it like in an excited way, like you guys' ears won't really like me much. So yeah, we're gonna do a test hop with Mark 6. So I'm gonna do test props. Actually, you know what? Since that went so successful, let's have some fun. So I'll give you a run for those who missed out. So we did 4 test tanks, 2 or 3 of which I think is 2 exploded and the other 2 succeeded. So we're gonna do a Star Hopper test. Let's do this, guys. Please do not explode. Here we go, guys. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. We have liftoff. Wait, before I just need to check the audio. Starhopper is performing nominal. Vehicles moving downrange. Copy that, Raptor. We go. Here she comes. For the landing. Touchdown. Engine shutdown. So yeah, water towers can fly. Now I just have to detank, I think. We'll perform another top test with another Star Hopper. And we'll go to the move to the grain silos. But we didn't actually land like on the dead on the target, but it's close enough, guys. Oh, you saw me playing Naval Warfare? No, I was playing War Thunder. And I'm gonna bring this back to the read from pad and bring this one back to where it's supposed to put. Yeah, I put on this display stand. Like, imagine I'm trying to do like another hop test and I just yell, "Water towers can fly!" That'd be actually quite funny, not gonna lie. So, guys, let's see another hop test. If all things go well, we'll go for landing, but if doesn't, I have a backup plan. We will explode it in mid-air. If it explodes on the pad, we won't have a landing. Anyway, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ignition. We have liftoff. Vehicle is moving downrange. See Hoppy moving again for the second time. Here we go. Raptor, you copy that? Copy Raptor, all good. Water towers can fly! Water towers can land! Water towers cannot explode! Oh, that was a famous quote, actually. Also, I just saw that some of our peers in the mission control chat just said, "Water towers can fly." Anyway, I think we are good for that. So we're gonna keep the OGs over here. So Mark 3 and Mark 5. And then Mark 6 will just go to scrapyard so we can learn a bit more of how technology works about it. Or I can, sorry. So that was actually quite funny what I said about water towers landing and catching. Wait, no, flying. Sorry. Now let's get into proper production, shall we? See how I can do with one of these guys. Oh, sorry. Because we have these big tents over here. So we can make hundreds of these ships, like monthly, I guess. Well, not monthly, sorry. I think it's like yearly. So yeah, so Mark 6, the Hoppy version 2, will be scrapped, unfortunately. See his remains there. He served us good knowledge about landing and flying Hoppies. So his parts will be reused. And with that, we will be building, well, lots of parts here. We'll be building a lot more. So our great workers here at Starbase Should I be calling this Starbase or should I be calling it something that's like better? So we're getting into the phase where we can start building. I wonder why SpaceX has taken down Nose Cone from Starhopper. Well, I'm glad you asked that because I actually know what actually happened to it. Because they did have Nose Cone on Starhopper, but like I think it got blown over. And then I was talking with a mate of mine that he got blown over like to Germany or whatever. And then someone like, and it's just been sitting there, and someone just spray painted it all, which is quite sad to see from a launch. And then yeah, here we go. So now we are producing loads of forward domes, no forward sections, sorry. Um, common domes, no common sections. Sorry, what am I saying? And then aft sections. So as we build hundreds of these parts will come in really handy actually. Wait, we're gonna call this Hoppy Space. I mean, it sounds like a nice fitting name. Now let's build a Starship tank section. So we have 2 so far. Take a guess what we're gonna be doing with these two tanks. Justice for Hoppy. Um, great. So we have two Starship tank sections. Um, and here we go. We're just gonna put SN2. We will be needing more test stands, so that's what I'd be doing over here. So we got 2 right there. So guys, we will have some fun with this. So we're gonna install engines on here. I can't be bothered putting it on a test stand than doing it there, so we'll just do it there anyway. So we have Justice for Hoppy. So we're gonna test out how it works. We're gonna test it how it works. We'll make this go to the max Q. Prop load him. Don't explode. If you explode, I will find where you live. I'm talking to the boosters, not my fellow viewers. To the max Q, pierce the blue, hot stage firing, brilliant hue, no separation, how's a flawless flight, Starship head it now. You like that song I sang? It's actually pretty good. Alright, let's do a hop test if it all goes well. Flying grain silos can fly. To the max Q, pierce the blue, there's a flying grain silo. It's gonna fly towards the pad. We have liftoff. Oh, gee. It's coming down! Coming in hot! Ah, it's coming down! We have a landing. We can see the landing legs. Just a little bit. Come on, you got this. And touchdown confirmed. Engine shutdown. Would you look at that, guys? We just had a successful grain silo landing. That's not connected. But would you look at that, guys? We did it. Anyway, let's bring this back towards the pad. That was actually pretty good, not gonna lie. Actually, do you reckon we should have some palm trees? The air in here is kind of getting a bit funny, so we're gonna add some um, plant matter into there. Look at that. Not enough storage for engine removal. Um, oh no. Nah, I think we should start focusing on like other parts of the Starship program here. Let's fix this around. So I want to add some more roads because traffic, like I said. I think we need more raw steel. Stainless steel. And oh, gotta add the Raptor. Alright, I think we should start building like test like proper boosters now, shall we? I think we need to go to like a high bay. Oh my gosh, it's large. It's overly large actually. I like it. I like it a lot. So we can build a Starship prototype. And we'll see what I can do here. Oh, it needs a full stack nose cone. Oopsies. We just build that now actually. And I need a 5 stack. Well, let me grab one. I'm gonna go next door and get 10 more. I like to pause time around here when I'm doing the full stacks and roads because they tend to lag out my game. Um, I think we need another get the full stack. Oh, we got 2, I think. Yeah, we got 2 prototype starships. So we're gonna stop production of these 2 because these 2 are like best starships we had. So Mark 7 and Mark 8. Do you have enough display stands? Oh, we do. Install engines and install engines. Yeah, I need all these engines later for the super heavy boosters. And great. So we're gonna do, I think we're gonna do a 10-kilometer hop if it doesn't explode. 2, 1, ignition. Oh, we got to lift off. This is like really heavy to fly. And we have liftoff. So yeah, Mark 7 ship is performing nicely. We're gonna do a flip, a belly flop flip actually, and then we're gonna turn, and then we're gonna flip downward. So we're gonna flip the from vertical to horizontal, and then we will go down for a landing. And we just cut out one engine for a test. And then we're gonna flip the ship. Sorry, I almost said booster, but no, we're not at that stage yet. So we're gonna go for shutting down another engine and shut down all the engines once we get there. And then, oh, we're doing a flip. That's flipping awesome. So we're going down a bit. And we see Starship Mark 7 coming down. Flaps are currently controlling the vehicle's orientation. And we can see the vapor trails and plumes. Yeah, we can see the frost plume moving off, and then the G plumes. So we're gonna land and do the flip. Oh, there's the flip. Engines are on. Turning and shut down one engine. Shut down another engine, and then landing on the pad. Woo! That was a good landing, don't you think? Wow, what a view on the pad. Those almost look like block two flaps, except those are like slightly worse. Now we're gonna actually go for larger Starship tests. So we need the suborbital Starship. Oh no. RIP Starship. So I'm trying to like provide us the best views over here. Unfortunately, FPS is a bit of a problem. So that's what we have to deal with, unfortunately, on today's stream. But um, I'll make it the best Best dream with quality landings. But once we get a launch, I'll do the song that says to the max Q, full stack in the blue, no separation, Starship held true, engines thundering, bass torn apart. So we have a lot of starships over here. We have Mark 8. Anyway, we're going to do another 10-kilometer hop if it has engines, which it doesn't. That was a Blue Aerospace mistake right there. Also, look how very badly managed the pad looks. Needs to be painted again. Also, I want to do face reveal at about like, I'd say like 1K. So you better slap you better slap that subscribe button and like button, just like what the chopsticks did to Booster 14.1, the test tank. Anyway, let's go for a hop. A very big hop, actually. Starship is supersonic. Just kidding, it's not. It needs to be, when it's supersonic, right? It needs to be like at least like 300 meters a second in terms of like meters, I think. And we just passed 3 kilometers up. We're getting there. We're now down to 2 Raptor engines. Oh, we lost an engine. That's normal. We apparently we lost an engine, but who cares? We're still going up. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Down and down the engines, and we're doing the flip again. That's flipping awesome. Giving us some flap views right there. And then we'll flip the ship down to vertical and horizontal. Land. Oh, we just did an S8. Chat, did you see that? We just did an S8. We did an S8, guys. We yeah, we crashed into the surface. Oh dear, we did it. We did it. That was interesting. Next. Are we gonna get our SN9 and SN 10 equivalents here? You know what we need? We need another test stand. We're gonna create that one reference that nobody knows about space flights when they had wait, imagine the test stand in here, the transport stand, just like collapsed and like the ship just fell down. That'd be hilarious. Oh, gotta install engines. Anyway, let's go. Alright, we're gonna do the reference. I got my mate Barry over here. Yeah, it's social isolation that made me call him Barry, don't worry. Alright, who's ready for a launch? So I'm gonna put another hop. You ready? Let's go! Dun 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 dun. I'm 100% skill. I'm 400% Starship. Don't want to lose another engine. I'm just 10% luck, 40% skill, 15% with the power of the will, 5% pleasure, 16% Starship. I'm gonna create the SN8 meme. SN9 and SN10 be like. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, we're gonna do the flip, we're gonna do the flip. S Flaps have control now. Starship is approaching peak heating phase of the thing. Please don't explode. I bet it's gonna explode. Watch this, ready? Dun 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 dun. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no no no! Whatever, it worked. Yeah, anyway, I'm working on my singing. Not really the best at it. Alright, let's do an SN10. And just moving the pads. We're gonna do a hop to ocean actually. I feel like that's more appropriate to see how it would work. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm chill, don't worry. Yeah, yeah. Not right now. And with that, we just tested our Starship that has been, well, exploded on the ocean. This is actually a test, don't worry. Now I need another super heavy booster because what we're going to be testing out is, well, we're going to be testing out like the engine reliability of super heavy, and we're going to be doing our orbital flight test. Um, great. We're going to build a another high bay, and we're going to build boosters. So we're going to be we're gonna need some more booster parts. In fact, we don't have those at the moment, so we gotta unlock them. Also, I got a feeling I should start playing War Thunder on this channel. I mean, I want to get the M22 and the American Tech Tree. Whatever. This isn't War Thunder. This is Starship Factory. Very good game actually. It's actually free, so that's a relief. So what now? Okay, let's build our first ever super heavy. Wait, should we build our first ever like we should create the IFT 1 Integrated Flight Test 1. That'd be so cool. So meet the stack. So we've got to start building our launch pad now. Wow, I'm actually getting more people on the Twitch chat than I am getting on the YouTube chat somehow. Oh well. So we need this massive orbital launch pad. It's massive, you say. Now we gotta build the tower as well. We need the 2 towers. Great. So we want to create IFT1. I reckon it's worth the shot. So I think it's like liquid oxygen tanks here. I know we don't have verticals, but this counts. Beautiful. So we're gonna do a full test flight. Yeah, this is also massive. Oh god. Oh dear. So I'm gonna start filling all this up with concrete, so it looks like nicer. You know what I mean? Like it looks cleaner. Also, if the booster separation doesn't go to plan, I will have to explode it, setting a end to the Starship vehicle. That's for safety. Also, you can hear the beep 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 sound. So the aim of today is to do like a proper flight test, which this is it right now. Blue, what is your favorite test flight of Starship? That's an interesting question. Well, actually, I'm falling between Flight 4 actually, because I'll tell you the goods and the bads. Good, it made it to space. The bads lost an engine on ascent. The goods, the Starship actually made it through re-entry. The bads, the flap nearly melted off. Hello, welcome to the chat. Yeah, also, you guys are texting in the wrong chat. I'll just, like, send you to the right one. Saw your Starship's bin meme. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's actually a good video. This isn't KSP, by the way, just so you know. It's a Starship Factory. It says it right in the stream, on the stream title. Anyway, we're gonna bring in our first super heavy booster called BN1. Oh dear, what have I done? Now we've got to hire more people for work. Also, we can like constantly get more workers. So tough, I see the super heavy booster making its way to the OLM. Yeah. Why so depressed? It's actually not. It's actually because I just the way I speak. What do you think the outcome for Flight 10 will be? Alright, hear me out. Booster 16, I'm pretty sure it is, will make its way to space perfectly fine. It will land with 2 engines out in the ocean because it has to be diverted. Yeah. Then after that, the ship will make it to space, shut down all engines, deploy a Starlink or whatever it's called, Dumblink, and then it will enter atmosphere re-entry without spinning. So basically, Flight 7 is the same as Flight 1. Flight 2 is the same as Flight 8. Flight 9 is the same as Flight 3. Because the booster 14-2 has been, like, it fell into the ocean like Flight 3 happened. So that's my theory. It's gonna be like a bit of a fun, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be like Flight 4 again. And then they'll be with the aft flap. One of the flaps will like have a bit of a burn through. Well, actually, wait, no, wait, I have an idea. It's gonna be the forward flaps because of how incredibly thin they are. They're gonna be incredibly thin that they're gonna like snap off. It's gonna go like a piece of paper, you know. Oh hey, welcome to the chat. When they move into block 3, we're gonna get it right on the 18th flight test. Dear, I wish. So you got ship 7. Oh wait, I was trying to get the IFT reference for a second, but no. Yeah. So, let me check something real quick. How are we doing for engines? Oh, we're fine. We're fine with engines. We need more. We need more people working. Whatever. So look at that. We have engines coming down. Also, we have hydraulic power units. I'm so excited for crewed Starship missions to the moon and Mars. Yeah, you and I are the same. I'm excited as well, but I just don't show it. You know what I mean? Because like, this actually happened on Flight 1 before Flight 1 actually happened. Because like, I was so excited and I couldn't sleep well because I was typed. But so I'm better off being excited like the couple seconds before it actually happens than like the couple days. So yeah, we just did a spin prime test just then. See the parts in their spin. Anyway, we're gonna stack it and go. We don't have any heat shields, unfortunately, because this game is in very, very early development. Anyway, let's go for a launch with BN1 and SN7. Who's ready? You guys want to count us down? Two, one, ignition. We have liftoff. Dun, 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 dun. We have nice launch of Starship. Let me just read these comments real quick. Do you think they will use HLS for Artemis 3, or do you think they'll be done testing? I think it's still being testing, honestly. Because, like, we haven't seen those, like, those ring engines yet. So yeah, let's just say the Starship, the booster decided to tumble. Let's just say. So yeah, we lost the stack on Ascent. It exploded. Whatever. So I'm gonna upgrade a lot of the stuff over here. So we want to get rid of majority of things over here. So we're gonna say goodbye to the low bay. And we're gonna add the display stand over here. So remove from pad. Where's that? Where's that test tank? So, where is it? We will give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, yeah. Alright, when do you think the first OLM-B launch B will be? When it's fixed and ready to go. Nah, it's gonna be somewhere like um I don't really know actually. I think it's gonna be like October, November, during my birthday perhaps. Anyway, we've got a big mega bay over here. Also, I don't need to move some of all this stuff around here. Are you gonna live on Discord? I'm not sure actually. But anyway, let's just unlock the Mega Bay. It's just so big. Or can it be like that? Yeah, I think that's more suitable. I'm just gonna fill up this area with concrete because it just looks neater. And over here we need more test stands. So I'm gonna scrap you and I'm gonna keep you. Yay! Also guys, feel free to like and subscribe. Hit that, slap that subscribe button down below. Just like what they did to Booster 14.2. Also we have some shipping containers, that's pretty cool. We need those. Okay, see ya. Enjoy the rest of your day. Great. How many minutes and time are we into this? I think we're into a good amount of time. I'm gonna delete this test stand. Move you back to the display. Get back to the display stand where you live. Me being funny. What I'll do is I'll delete everything over here and build like a rocket garden. A rocket garden around here with like stacks and everything. So this is my engineering in progress. Now I've gotta de-road these roads. Just realized we got rid of all that plant matter before. That's sad. Oh well. I said, oh well. Just left off with it. So when you got 3 megabays. So I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Also, I try to be funny when I'm making these live streams. Also, we can scrap this vehicle now. I'm gonna upgrade the launch pads. This is like so satisfying. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my god, it's so satisfying. So we have a big tank farm over here now. So we need suborbital pads. We're having 2 today. It's gonna be our landing pad for later. Because we might be able to recover a ship in the future. It's not like we're gonna get it, not like we're gonna catch it or whatever. Though that would be quite cool. I'm gonna hold on till I get to launch my super heavy booster. Don't you just love it when you like put like a bunch of like words in your head and make like a song? Sorry for the voice. It was a bit annoying as well. Gotta admit. By the way, look at the launch pad, the launch complex. Looking nice today. Still got a bunch of like land that I have to fix out. So I'm gonna start building like orbital starships. I need 5 stacks. I forgot about that. I'm just gonna fill in these gaps with roads. Like I said, I want to make traffic epic. So I think things are going over here are good. I can do multiple things. Fortunately, I will have to scrap some of these nose cones. Because I want to start manufacturing orbital starship parts. Of course, if I had the big fabrication units. This thing's like the size of a unit. I think it's an absolute unit. And just gonna build a road. Hope these guys know road safety. Like, I'm actually genuinely like curious. What I'm gonna do over here is I'm gonna start like building more stacks. So there's like a mini factory if you think about it. Or as I like to call it, a star factory. Also add like more fabrication parts over here. Look at all the parts, all the booster locks and methane sections. I'm gonna go with another test stand, another two testes. Anyway, I'm gonna save this real quick, just so nothing bad happens. And I combine what? And then I'll just call it end for today's live stream. So I'd like to thank you all for today's live stream, and I shall, well, stop the live stream. So I'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna go now. See you guys.